So I think I'm going to do that. Also, thinking of when you book an appointment, you don't know what the hell you want, and you just want your hair to look like a picture, right? So how I get that done is like really irrelevant. Like balayage, oils, like all of it takes a lot of time and expertise. Why is it like, it's not even a different price. So I was doing like partial was $100 and then full was closer to like $200. So what if my menu literally just said half hair makeover, full hair makeover?
Okay.
Lighter, darker, both. Like simplify it. And just starting at partial is $100 starting at. And full is $200 starting at. So if you want bleach, that's going to be closer to $300. If you just want all over color, $200. Because right now I'm charging $65 for this one and then $85 for the entire one. It's taking me so much time, so much product for $20 more, and that's how the whole industry is. Where you look completely different when you leave. Why isn't that more expensive because you look completely different than a few balayage pieces that take me less time? Just because it's bleach. You know what I mean? So I'm like, why, like, to simplify my whole menu, do you want half your hair to be done? Do you want the full thing to be done? Okay, you want the full thing to be done. Do you want it lighter? Do you want it darker? Do you want both? $200, $300, or $250?
And then my daughter, my beloved daughter.
And then you can decide what you want to pay. Like, I want to pay $200. Well, then I'll do exactly what we're doing right now. The perimeter and the top. You won't see the inside. And your hair looks completely different without doing the whole entire thing. You know? And that includes, like, if I need a shadow root. If I tell people, oh, I need $30 to do the shadow root and then I need the toner, they're kind of like, well, no, don't do the toner, I don't want that, or oh, I don't have enough money, don't do the shadow root, and I can't give them what they want. So if I eliminate the service, if I eliminate the service out of it for them to have to decide, I'll do whatever I need to do, but I'm getting that rate. So I get more money from you if you have baby hairs, and I'm blow drying half the hair out, and I'm doing half the hair, and I'm still getting $200 because they're going lighter. So what if I do a shadow root and a toner? It's more than I would have been getting out of my all apartment. Does that make sense? And so my menu could literally be like haircut, blow dry, half hair, full hair. Half hair light, half hair dark, full hair light, full hair dark. And then just be like both. Simple. Simple. No balayage. Because people text me all the time and new clients don't have my number. So they can't text me and be like, I don't know what I want. I don't know if it's text me. It doesn't fucking matter. That's for me to decide. And half the time true balayage is not what I'm doing. I'm doing foils. So I think in January I'm just going to rearrange everything.
So they're like, okay.
Anyone that has questions, I'm going to have to see how it goes, you know?
Just check the guy out, you know?
But like everyone else is, and so I looked at the barber, and she is a barber, but she only went to school for a third of the amount of time that I went to school. So I don't care if you're a barber, she knows how to do razors, and she's allowed to do razors, but she's offering, it's $40 for your basic cut. If you want a beard trim, it's $65, so she adds an extra $15 for the beard. If you want the hot towel and all that, and the razor and whatever, you're going into $75. So I'll do the beard trim and whatever includes for the man, a wash, a beard trim, any of that stuff for $40. Like, I don't even need supercuts is $25, $30. So why the fuck am I still at that price? Like, men are paying a lot more than that, and they usually tip me a lot more than that, because they're like, oh, that's it? So I'm like, alright, why you guys get so many handouts in life, because you're fucking men and women, and women just have to work twice as hard to make anything like that happen. Why am I so mean? That's fucking retarded. So, I think I'm gonna do it. So then I have to figure out how I would word. I asked my friend who's like, bye. I'm like, let me know how I should word it, because I want it to be a really positive, like, about removing gender roles and being accepting to everybody, and I think it's time that I make a change and be the first person to kind of do this, and I know it's kind of different and new, like, but it just kind of doesn't make any sense. And so how I can like type it out and
So
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'll,
well, we can give him a shot. So like, I
something
guess
along
with
the lines of
allergy
like in
pill,
efforts to,
the
you know, be
alcohol
as accepting and welcoming to
it like
any and all new
attaches to
clients.
his receptors.
I think it's
So
best to
then the
remove
allergies,
gender
you know,
roles
but she was
or
like, but we don't
gender
have to do that
influences or whatever.
because now she's like, a
So,
receptor can have
congratulations, when because I don't think
we're now,
45
like,
for a men's
we're,
cut
blocking all
will
the
work
functions instead
because
of just
they're
allergies.
used to my
So she was saying
30,
shots,
25, you know what I mean? That's a
like,
huge price
attaches to
increase.
the
Yeah.
allergies.
But I'm like, do I go
Not
down
to
in
the
price when I
receptor.
wanted to go up to
So I was
50?
like, okay, sure, like it
But like
makes sense,
$50,
yes,
I don't know if a
decide
man,
that much, but it makes
a
sense
new
when you explain
man
like
client
that.
was paying $50.
And so she's like,
I think
try the
40
shot.
bucks is
It's supposed to be
fine.
good for 3 to 4 months.
So I'll just stick to
Okay, great.
40
How
bucks
much
while I
is it?
try this out.
$140.
Can
Okay,
you
but if
see
it works
anything
for like 3
going
months,
wrong with
it's
that?
it's worth it because allergy
Right.
pills alone are about $70.
A month?
Yeah, it's like a month or two.
It's very dark.
So it's like, you know, oh god. So it just I was like,
Okay.
okay, fine, like, let's just try
Okay.
it. You
You've
know,
been
like,
doing a lot
let's
of
try it. We'll give it a
We
shot.
have
So, and
been
she
doing, like,
literally said, she's like,
full
you'll
in a
know
while.
within a week if it like is working or
We did a
not.
lot of partials.
Like,
He's still
it is
itching, he's still, and I'm like,
all
dude,
dark.
That is
Ooh,
look, I paid
this is getting
$140
all
for the
crazy
allergy
because
shot.
it
and
looks
even
dark in the video. It
like
looks like
you're
black.
kidding.
That's it. Oh my gosh.
So my client, after my dad coming in, he works at Oakley's vet, so I'm going to tell her, like, he's still itching, but does that mean the shot didn't work? He's like, yeah, it's cool. So what do we do? The shot doesn't work, and we're taking apparently his allergies are bad enough that he needs something. And I was like, oh my god, that was literally $200 to get his exam, to get his stool doctor's gonna get that shot. I was like, hey, the shot didn't even work. Good stuff. Jordan, do you know about Cyto Point?
Yeah, I do.
Is it true that sometimes it doesn't work?
It works better for some than others. You just have to try it and see if it works for your dog or not.
I have a feeling it doesn't work for me.
You guys gotta try it. I mean, it's expensive, which sucks, but
I gave it to him. They gave it to him last week, and he's still like itching his paws and licking and like biting. So I'm like, crap, did it not work?
well,
There could be outside allergens or
yeah,
internal.
It just helps like some, but it doesn't like it's not like gonna like fix all of your problems.
I love the apple quill. That was the bomb.com, but she said it's like not good for him long term.
You just have to check the blood work once a year.
See, you hear different things from different people. I love the apple quill. He never itched. He didn't have a red crotch. Like
If
he was
it
living his best life.
worked, you should. As long as you're like checking the blood work once a year, make sure that you know, obviously you don't want them on it for the rest of your life,
Right.
but
Maybe just when it's bad
if
season
it,
or
yeah, you
something.
can do it like as needed type thing too.
Kind of like Accutane.
Yeah.
So we're trying to figure out like if there's a something to it.
You're so smart, Jordan.
Yeah,
Do
just
you want to do
like,
that length too? That shorter length, or do you just want to layer it up? Okay. Like a collarbone it?
Yeah, collarbone-ish.
Cool. Alright.
Yeah, Harley Ray was on the table, and Harley Ray was
You can tell
getting
her,
into
okay.
things.
Yeah.
I already told her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. She told me.
I was like, the dog was high.
Probably got eyes. It was rough.
I keep seeing a bunch of videos of it too, like other dogs. And there was one dog that like straight up was falling over, couldn't walk. I'm like, that's just so sad.
It was bad, dude. She was not well.
Oh my
It
god.
was really bad.
He's like, why is that leafy stuff making me feel weird?
Well,
A napkin with
my
stash on
lovely
it.
husband leaving his napkins all
That
over the
is
place.
insane.
Cleaned our stuff, left the napkin out, and then Harley got to the napkin and ate it, and so she ate all like the residue on the napkin, and she got
That
licked.
good resin.
Oh.
She got
I'm like, I
the
think we got good drugs because,
concentrated
man, she was
stuff.
checked out. So there was another $500 at the emergency vet because we didn't know what was wrong with her, and they're like, she's stoned. I'm like, what? Cool.
You're like, what do you mean?
$500 later.
And I was like, good thing it wasn't worse.
Yeah. very glad
Because
it
that
wasn't
is terrifying that if it wasn't that, who knows?
hers. I know.
I got a few old highlights down here.
Walking like you have to pull her. She's like acting funny. She's drooling, and so he's just, you know, he thought she was getting heat stroke on their walk, even though it was literally not even 80 degrees outside. So he's like, I don't know, she's getting heat stroke. He carried her home from the walk. Oh my God. 90-pound Rottweiler. Carried her home, and then like brings her in the house, and he said that she was like shaking, she's drooling like buckets. You know, she won't drink water, this, that. So he calls me freaking out. And I'm like, okay, like, you know, I don't know, like call the vet and ask the vet, you know, what they think. And because we're both like, I don't know what could have happened, but like call the vet. So we called the vet, and the vet was like, oh, you were just on a walk, like she could have got stung by something, and she could just be like having a reaction. And I'm like, so if she's having an allergic reaction to like a bee, let's say, I'm just supposed to let her have it? Because they're like, just like monitor her. I was like, okay. But I mean, I was at work, so I was like back on the phone with them, and so I leave work, and I get home, and she literally was like on the floor, shaking like that. Like, not like shaking, like a lot of things going on in my hands. She's dribbling tea everywhere. And she just had to help me. I was like, Mom, like, I'm not okay. Oh my God, I'm so bad. So we're calling more vets, like, what do we do? Like, what do we do? And they're like, oh, monitor her, like she's dying, like something's wrong with her. And so finally I had her like in my arms. I was just like trying to hold her, like just like calm her down and just like, okay, like just like, you know, like a thunder coat, just like hold her tight. And so I kind of felt her go like a little limp, and so I thought she passed out. She was just taking a little nappy in my arms, and I didn't know that at the time. So I literally yelled at something, I think she's about to pass out, like we have to go right now. So we rushed her to the emergency vet. They come out, they assess her, they bring a doggy stretcher out, put her on the stretcher, like take her in, and I'm just like, oh my God, like they got a stretcher, like she's not good, like she's not okay. They had a dog that had been waiting there since 9 in the morning to be seen, and they took Harley before the dog, so I was like, she's not well, like something's wrong. 10 minutes, they come out and they go, do you guys have marijuana at your house? And we're like, yes. And they're like, yeah, she's showing me like very obvious signs of marijuana intoxication. We're like, what?
Have you guys seen that?
You're kidding me.
Marijuana intoxication?
Like,
Yeah.
Seems like it's pretty common.
they're like, we see this all the time. I was like, that's not good. So they're like, yeah, so we're like, so she's just really high, and they're like, yeah, that's it. Yo, oh my God, this kid. So they just, thankfully, they just like monitored
I'm gonna
her.
start doing quicker sections and leaving some of the brown in.
Oh yeah.
It was like,
Oh, she's
I
high for
wanna
like
make sure
literally
that
like
it's
18
top.
hours.
Oh
They
my
told
gosh.
us it would take about 16 to get it out of her system. So like the next morning she woke up and she wasn't high. But the whole rest of the night, like we were there for about 3 hours. They were monitoring her, this, that, and the other thing. And they ended up being like, okay, like do you want us to put her on like an IV, or do you want us to like take her home and inject her? We'll just take her home. Like if she's just going, we're gonna just sleep it off. Like we'll just take her home. I don't want her doing this. Like I don't want to have to pay for her to sleep her off and like bringing her back here and get us all this. So, but still, like it's $500 for them to assess her, monitor her, give her the fluids. I was like, oh my God, $500, Harley. Like, I hope you had a really nice trip for that $500.
We should probably.
I think she had a trip, but I don't think it was a nice
No,
one.
I don't think it was a nice one.
I don't think it was a good one. But oh my God, the drool. So then like we took her home and she still couldn't really control her bladder, so we had to like make her lay on towels. Because not that she was like peeing, but it was just like dribbling out of her. And then she would just be like, like her head was just like bobbing, and oh my God, she was messed up.
Well, hopefully it taught her not to eat napkins.
I'm hoping it taught staff not to leave napkins out. More importantly, if there aren't napkins to be left out, there's nothing for her to eat. Right?
Yep.
So then like the petty wife in me wants to be like, you're paying for this. Like you're paying for this. This is your fault. But I'm not gonna be like that. But I'm definitely
Mine is ours.
Well, you're the reason my husband got stuck in there. Rocky is too. He keeps it like in a ziploc, in another ziploc, in a Tupperware, in like a duffel. So I'm like, how? You know, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you know, careful with it. We gotta put stuff in it. And he He goes, you see those napkins over there? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I use those to clean the bong the other night. I was like, I hate you. And of course he picked them up and they're all chewed up, destroyed. I was like, I hate you. I hate you. Here, $500 later. So yeah, $500 on the dog, and Zach got a new phone, so there's another like $600. Then we go to Costco to pick up Oakley's school softeners, and we walk out with a trader.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, are we rich? And I just don't know it. Because I have questions. And so Zach's like, I'm paying for the trigger, like I'm not gonna make you pay for it. I was like, okay, cool, so I'll help you pay for Harley then if you're paying for this $800 market.
Oh my God.
Sounds good. You can believe it. School softeners, literally. Text my mom, like, we came in here for school softeners and here we are. With a Traeger. I'm very excited about the Traeger, I will say. Very excited.
Grill, smoker, wet.
Cool. We got a grill smoker combo. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about it. Because like our grill we have now doesn't work the greatest, so it's like we try to grill on it, but it's not like the greatest. And I feel like it takes way too long, or we just like mess it up, or I don't know. And then Zach's been wanting a smoker because like my dad has one. His dad just got like a small one. Jackson's all about smoking weed because he works in the meat department. And so he's been wanting one, but you know, it's the money. And then he went on the kick of like, well, I don't know if I want a Traeger now because I want a grill. He's like, I like a grill. Like I like a grill flavor.